Hi, I'm Kendall. I'm a director of marketing, and I was laid off in December of 2022.
I got laid off in July of 2023.
As someone who was recently laid off, let's talk about the warning signs that might give an indication that your job might be in jeopardy.
What's up, Financial Hawks? So in today's video, we're going to be looking at layoff warning signs. Definitely let me know in the comments if any of these have actually applied to you. Going through these videos, this is going to be my first time, so I'll also let you guys know if I've seen anything similar to this in my experience as well. Let's get into it.
If your employer makes one of the following 3 comments to you, it might be preparing to get rid of you. My name is Craig Levy, and I'm an employment law attorney. First, the company tells you that it needs to reduce the number of hours that you are working. This is a clear signal that it does not require the duties that you're performing, and you might be out the door. Second, your supervisor starts asking you questions about your daily schedule. They need to know what duties you are performing so that when they replace you, they know what they need to do. And third, the company tells you that it's in a poor financial state. Because of this distress, there may be cutbacks, and they want to tell you ahead of time so that you're not surprised.
All right, so the first video, I like these signs. The first one, reduced hours. Yeah, I can definitely see that. When I was looking at like comments from like those Walmart videos of people talking about, hey, they're not getting like enough hours, or like you're working for like fast food and it seems like your hours are getting reduced, and then they end up getting fired. Yeah, seeing him say that, yeah, that makes sense. Like they're slowly kind of, trying to get you away. It seems like, so yeah, that makes like logical sense to me there. The second one was, let's see, okay, scheduled duty. Wait, I think it was scheduled duties. Yeah, reduced hours. Yeah, scheduled duties. So yeah, that makes sense too. Just get an idea of what you're doing so that they can give it to the next person that they hire. But also too, I'm pretty sure that they're getting this to see if you're actually doing work. Like if they're talking to you and you're like, hey, I'm barely doing anything. It's like, okay, cool. We got an even better reason to fire you. So I like that too. I mean, I don't like that, but that makes sense. So yeah, if you were at a job right now and they're asking you that, hopefully you've been jotting down the stuff you've kind of been doing. I know I have, like every day, I'll kind of just jot down kind of what I'm doing that day so that I kind of have like a weekly little journal going on. And I think that's good also too, to be able to review later on, so that when you're updating your resume, you can kind of have a sense of a lot of different things that you've kind of done throughout your period there. And also too, that can help out when you're trying to get a raise for your job, for example, and you're able to show like, hey, I've done XYZ and our company has improved XYZ because of this. So kind of just having a journal, kind of your daily duties or your weekly duties, monthly duties, etc., can actually help you out. And let's see, the last one he talked about, financial issues. Yeah, the company saying they're in financial issues. Yeah, I can definitely see that being a flag to that. You could be losing your job soon. So yeah, I guess if you're hearing that a lot, it may be a good time to start working on your resume. I haven't did any videos, I don't think, on resumes just quite yet, or at least by the time the video's out, I don't think I have one released just yet. But stay tuned, I may have to do some on that. Actually, you know what, I may do a reaction to some of the other resumes from what I'm seeing on TikTok or Instagram, and then compare that to my actual real life examples to see if they can, compare. So we'll see.
If you think your company might be doing layoffs, here's a resource that you should know about. There is what is called a warn list, and employers are supposed to submit to the unemployment agency of the state and let them know that they're doing layoffs. So you can Google warn list, your state, the year, and you can get this beautiful Excel spreadsheet that you can download and filter. I've actually used this list to recruit, and you're thinking, why didn't you know your company was laying people off? And there are stipulations that a company may or may not fit in order to be required to submit to this list. So
interesting. So I've never actually heard of this site talking about where a company has to go to announce that they will be, I guess, firing people or whatnot. Very interesting. I am definitely trying to check out this website. You know what? After this video, I'll go ahead and do that. I'll check it out and then I'll probably make a video if I'm seeing anything that looks like it's noteworthy. If I don't see anything really noteworthy from the site, probably won't. Well, I think that's intriguing. I'm definitely intrigued to see if that's actually true or not. You know what? Since we're here right now talking to you guys, let's just look at the comments real quick. Let's see if anybody else also has seen this. They only have to submit to warn if they're hitting 52% or more. Okay. Unless they do them in email group and stay below threshold. Oh my God, you let me figure out my fade. Why isn't Minnesota listed? Okay, so it looks like certain states aren't even listed. I can't find a singular warrant list for Arkansas. Okay, so it looks like it's not for every state. At least kind of just looking at this quickly. And again, one of those saying that you need to hit like a 52% I guess threshold. So you have to be like a large amount. It can't just be just a few people. So yeah, again, you can take that with a grain of salt. But it looks like there are sites that you can look, I guess, look at or look to for potential, firings or whatnot. So if you check the site and you do see your company there, then yeah, there's a good chance that yeah, there will be some big layoffs soon. However, if you don't see your company there, that does not mean that you will not get laid off. Look at the first video, look at some of those advice, some of those tips. I think those will actually help you out a lot more than this one.
4 signs that you are about to get laid off. Number 1 is a manager who frequently cancels one-on-one meetings with you. If they don't think you're going to be around much longer, they're not going to waste their time. Number 2 is not getting assigned to new projects. Number 3, and this surprises some people, is when they keep insisting that the company is in good shape, they're going to get through these hard times, and no layoffs are coming. A lot of times, the more they insist that everyone's job is safe, the more trouble there might be. And finally, if your company gets acquired. Sure, the executives will get their golden parachutes, but the frontline workers are gonna get left out in the cold.
All right, now this one was kind of funny, but also I believe it gives in some good knowledge as well. The first one talking about the council meetings, always counseling on you. Yeah, I would look at that as a red sign. Initially, I'm not gonna lie, if I was getting like council meetings, if the person I'm going to be having these meetings with, like my manager or whatnot, if they were like more of an introvert, I might be like, okay, maybe they may be more introverted. They may not want to do an interview with me. A talk with me at this point. Maybe instead they would like to just type everything out. That was my initial thing. I was kind of just thinking about when I first saw this, but yeah, that kind of does look like a red flag. They don't want to talk to you anymore because they're going to be fired soon. Like, so why am I wasting my time spending 30 minutes, an hour talking to you all the time? So yeah, that makes sense. So hopefully you guys aren't worrying about that. Let me see the next one on this. 2 no new projects. Okay, I can kind of see that. I don't think that's like I guess it depends on like how long you're not getting a new a new project. I guess it definitely depends on the timeline. I forgot if you actually said like a specific timeline for that, but I can see that also being a big red flag there. 3, yeah, everything's all good, everybody's straight. I don't think that, again, necessarily bad. I've been in companies that they said everything was good and everything was good, like everything was great. So again, you may have to like look online at your company. Everybody at your company might be saying everything good, but if you're seeing like on the news and whatnot that the company is not doing good, but they're saying that they're doing good, then yeah, if you're seeing that difference between the two, then yeah, I would acknowledge that as a huge red flag. Also, to the last one, let me bring that up real quick. Oh yeah, getting acquired. I can definitely see that being a big one too, unless you're like at a higher position. Again, getting your golden parachute. Yeah, I would definitely be on the lookout for that too. I got some friends who were part of companies that did get acquired. Thankfully, they were still able to stick within the company. They didn't get fired. However, just because of some of my friends lucked out does not mean that majority of people are going to luck out on that. So yeah, I would definitely look at that as a red flag too. In the comments, guys, I want to hear some of your guys' thoughts on possible other big red flags that you've seen. Obviously, the ones that we've seen on these videos have been pretty good. If I'm going to give like some additional red flags, kind of just from the top of my head, I would say if the company if the company, I'm really trying to think of some other stuff outside of what we're saying. I'm not going to cut none of this out. Again, I'm kind of just doing this raw. Because I kind of want to make some jokes. Like, hey, yeah, like if your boss is cussing at you, yeah, you're probably going to get fired. Or, you know, like stuff like that. Very blatant things of that nature. Like, yeah, you're hearing tons of rumors that, hey, is this like the job is about to go down, or oh, I got another good one. This is maybe for like more medium or lower, smaller size companies, but like if you're not getting paid like correctly, like maybe they're messing up your pay constantly, or like you're not getting paid for like that month, and you're gonna wait like to the second or third month. And yeah, it's a good job. It's a probably a good indicator that either A, you're gonna lose your position, and or B, you're gonna lose your position, but the whole company is going down and they're, you know, messing up on the HR side of things. So like things of that nature, I'm kind of thinking of. But again, I want to hear some of your guys' thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.